All right, Shalom. I want to start by saying, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahweh Shai, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahweh Shai, Barak to Yahweh, Barak to Yahweh Shai, Kahalam La Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, Bashim Kakodash, and also double honor to the apostles and the elders grand millstone, and Shalom to all you Akim out there pushing truth in the name of Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, it's scattered around the four corners of the earth. All right, so I'm just gonna do this lesson right here, and this is gonna be a quick lesson. Okay, it's gonna be a quick lesson with this article I saw, a couple days ago, and I just been meditating on it. While I was at work today, I was thinking on it. I was listening to one of a video Apostle Ramala did. I think around back in August, if I'm not mistaken. And then as I was listening to that video, okay, this article right here came into my head. Cause this is a big thing that nobody's paying attention to. Everybody don't really know what's going on right now, man, with this whole thing of was the critical truck crisis. Could see shopping price rises, fleet shutdown. All right, this is going into the whole art blue. I did a video on this, no longer ago. Nobody knows about this, man, unless these people, are watching. All right, and I speak to one of these individual I work with tonight. Okay, a brother from Fiji, and through the spirit, I believe this brother is a Jake, man. A humble dude, man. He's he believes in the Most High. I haven't really, told him about the truth and whatsoever, but I just speak to him about general things, and I haven't told him my beliefs or none of that. But the brother's on point, man. So we were just speaking about this whole yob thing. Somebody at work took the yob, and then the next day they were feeling sick, came to work, and then went back, went home that day and got into a car crash. We're talking about that, and how like he ain't gonna, he's not gonna take this thing. He's ready to look for another job if this whole mandates of here for our workplace goes on. If they don't stop it, he's ready to move on. He's he's the brother's you can tell, man. He's what is it? He is Azir towards Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, even though he don't know the name, and that's when you go to the book of just not to be off topic. I might just get this quick precept to prove the point, and I'm back to this article. Romans chapter 10 verse 2. For I bear them record that they have zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. Right. So the brother, man, this brother right here, man, he got zeal towards Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, but he don't know the name yet. Like I'm saying, because he's he's think, man. I asked him, how come you don't want to take this thing, man? He told me straight up, it's against the Most High. Okay, if I put this in my body, I'm defiling my temple. I'm like, damn, okay, And he steady talking about it. He's been trying to help me out to get exemption, for the mandates and all that. Like I said, he's a cool brother, man. And tonight he surprised me, because I was like, hey, man, next year, man, the price might hit. He's like, hey, man, I already know about it. And I'm like, what you talking about? He's like, that whole art blue, the price, the truck, no running the farms, producing food, man. It's coming up next year, and he says he's been stocking up food there, because the price is gonna get higher, man. I was like, damn, that's cool, because I was about to really tell him, to get some on the side, man, in case this shit really happens next year. And he's like, he already been doing that, so he's been preparing. I don't know, what church he goes to, or he seems like he don't go to church, because to this Christian church, because every time I go to work on Sunday, I see the brother over there. So I don't know, But anyway, so my point of this video is going into right here, right? I'm gonna read this article real quick. It says, Australia is facing a holiday trucking crisis as a fuel additive shortage threatens to rise shelf price on a number of common goods, man. You see, and this is what's what's gonna happen in I believe within next year. All right, because when you go ahead and search on this thing, it doesn't seem to slow down, man. It seems to keep going. You know, it says a global shortage of vital fuel, um additive AdBlue, which helps limit pollution from diesel engines, is afflicting transport around the world. You see that? Road Foreign New South Wales CEO Simon O'Hara told today that Australia got most of its AdBlue from China, who have widely restricted its distribution. The government has said Australia has 5 weeks supply of product. What I'm seeing now is a lot of purchasing by trucking operators trying to get as much AdBlue as they can to keep trucks running. O'Hara said, "Without trucks, as we know, Australia stops. And if you look at half of Australian trucks fleet not being able to operate, then we have serious concern." That's right. He said federal government was moving very quickly to secure extra supplies for urea, which is used in AdBlue production. Supermarket, the photo right says supermarket could rise, could it's like a supermarket prices could rise right a result. The key here is that not only to do to it's like I'm tired as hell. Just did 12 hours of work, so it's like your brothers. I'm try to get this out of the way. The key here is that not only do we get a long-term supplier, we also get some short-term supplies quickly as well. And I know the government's talking to the Middle East. It reached a deal with Indonesia to get some more, Mr. O'Hara said. But these things within the supply chain are critical, and a lot of people wouldn't have heard of these sort of things. With truck vital to deliver basic staples such as food, medicine, drinkable water, Mr. Harris said it was conceivable. Price could rise in shops and supermarkets. Right. So I'm gonna just stop right there. So as you see, like we've been saying, 2022 is gonna be a great year, man. It's gonna be a crazy year. A this might 2022 might be that year where we see a lot of plagues, man. Where Yahweh Shem Yahshua might visit, you know, might visit the earth, man. And bring forth this plague of famine, of food and water shortage, man. Okay, through this right here, and we know this is all set up anyway, but it's beautiful. Okay, you got this whole shuts down, being spoken of, and now you got this shortage of this. It's gonna be crazy, man. Any brothers out there who's going through this situation within their country, I suggest stock up a little bit of some food, in case this really happens. So when the price of things starts going up, you have something within your fridge, man. Okay, within your house, to stay on, for the meantime. Okay, it's the book of Second Timothy chapter 3 verse 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. Okay, and these perilous times are here right now. This evil time, troublesome. All right, and this is the times we're about to face. Okay, next year, man, it's gonna be a year. All right, it's gonna be a year, man. Believe it or not. Let's go to the book of it's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and just get to the point in verse 7. It says, "For nation shall raise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines." You see, there shall be famines, and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places, man. Okay, all these are the beginning of sorrows. All these things right here are going to be the beginning of sorrows, man. All right, famines. Okay, because this right, it could cause big famines, and also of price going up, man. It's gonna cause chaos, man. People's gonna be fighting for food. People's gonna be robbing each other. Okay, let's go ahead. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 6. And in verse 6 says, and I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, okay, and three measures of barley for a penny, and see thou not hurt the oil and the wine, right, man? So eventually, man, people's gonna have to be spending big money for food, for water, all right? Because, hey, and we know that the price of it's like the currency, all right, that shit's going to really, in a minute, that shit's going to be weak. Okay, the dollar's going to be weak, and the price of food is going to go up. As you see, they mentioning right here, and then you're just going to have to. Let's say you're spending 300, 400 on grocery for a week. You're going to have to spend 300 maybe, for a day worth of grocery and water, man. And that's a lot of money right there. Okay, that's really what people make over here within a day, $300 a day, you know? So, it's gonna be tough. All right. But when he says, see thou here know the oil and the wine, is talking about the truth. The truth is still gonna proceed forward, man. The truth is gonna be here. The truth is what's gonna hold brothers and sisters in this truth, man. Like when you read the book of Isaiah 33 and 6, all right? Let's go to the book of and it's like it, brothers, my voice is all messed up. Like I said, I just finished working, so it's like here for the tired as hell, but I had to do this lesson while the spirit was upon me, man. Okay, let me see. Second Ezra chapter 6 verse 22. And suddenly should the sown place appear unsown, all right? The food storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, man. Your stores are gonna be found empty. Your farms know that it's gonna be it's gonna be all fucked up. Okay, because when you go to when you go into this art blue, man, it has something to do with farms as well. All right, it has something to do with farms, man. So going food and all that. So if this really runs out, farms ain't gonna go forth, man, and produce food anymore. Okay, as you know, Esau, everything he does is it's not natural. And last time I read it, this when into this art blue, they use for growing food, man. Okay, and the trumpet shall give a sound, okay, which when every man heareth, they shall suddenly be afraid. It's like they shall suddenly, they shall be suddenly afraid. Okay, at that time shall friends fight against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that do the ring. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and 3 hours they shall not run. All right, people's gonna be fighting, man. Okay, fighting over what? Food, water. Okay, and also this yacht. People took the yacht, man. Their heart is gonna be cold, man. All right, they're gonna be like robots out there. Let's try to jump somewhere here real quick. Okay, let's go to the book of Second Ezra 15. Second Ezra chapter 15. And verse 13. Did I till the ground shall mourn, for their seed shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with a fearful constellation. Okay, did I till the grounds. The farmers know that, man. All right. The sea shall fail through blasting of hail, and with a fearful constellation also that, man. Okay, the Most High is gonna cause, some like that will happen. Okay, hail, blasting and hail to really come out and happen. Okay. Let me see something here real quick. I want to read that verse in here. Just bear with me for a minute. That was Second Ezra 15 and 13, right? It says, the farmers will mourn because their seed will fail to sprout, and their trees will be destroyed by blight, hail, and terrible storms. A Sydney, okay, New South Wales, they just got hit by a crazy storm, man. And the farmers around there, guess what? Hey, they got fucked up as well. over there in Sydney, man. Look it up. Okay, go on Google right now. Type in the storms that just happened over there in New South Wales, man. Ain't nobody talking about it. You know. Let me see. Let's go back to Second Ezra. I'm just jumping through here. Let's jump to Second Ezra 15:19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, man. You see? People's gonna be breaking into people's houses, man, for food, water. All right? Just wait, man. And people right now ain't prepared for this. You know why? Because we got Christmas coming up, and we got New Year coming up, New Year's Eve coming up. So everybody's into the mode of partying, drinking, partying, and bullshitting and all that. All right, when all this shit's just happening, you're speaking on it. Who's watching? Nobody. Who's paying attention to these things? Nobody. Because they think next year's gonna be a fucking great year, man. Okay, let's go. Second Ezra chapter 16. This is gonna be the last one. Verse 21, behold, victory shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they should think to themselves to be in a good case. Even then shall evils go up on the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion, man. These people, they're gonna be caught up, man. They're gonna be caught up, in sleep. Okay, having good time. Just like the scripture tells you, man, just like the time of Noah, people were what? Drinking, partying, and bullshitting until the flood came. All right. Guess what? It's gonna be the same thing with before Yahushua comes. Verse 22: For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish with famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall destroy. Shall the sword destroy, man. Just wait on it, man. There's more precepts I can go into, but I'm just leave it to here, right? So I'm just leave the lesson to here right now. If you brothers want to go ahead, post some scriptures on it, hey, feel free to go ahead and do that, man. But I'm gonna just leave it right here. Get some rest, and Lord willing, tomorrow I'll be back, with another lesson going into on how the Prime Minister of Australia is saying, telling people not to panic, So there you have it, man. Hey, Shalom, and hopefully this lesson was edified. And again, Tawada, Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kwakodash, for all these plagues that have been sent forth. Shalom.